Hey, 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 what is going on? What's going on, Facebook? Hold on a minute. What's going on? Hope you guys are having an awesome Sunday. I know a lot of you guys are watching the games. I personally just seen my team lost through some of the notifications I get, and don't really watch TV right now. But I do get the notifications, so I just seen my team lost in the notifications, but it's all good. It's all good because I'm a winner, you're a winner, we are winners. And speaking of winners, I am coming to you this evening with another superstar. Of course, you know I rock with superstars. So I have another superstar that I'm about to bring forward, and let me actually go ahead and tag her right now. Hello, everyone. Hope you guys are having an awesome Sunday. Hope you're having a better forecast than I am. It is cold. All right. It's cold and gloomy. All right. Let me see if I can get rid of this video. There we go. All right. So I just tagged her. So we're going to give her just a minute to come on, you guys. And while she is doing that, I just want to talk to you guys. How are you guys doing? I know a lot of you guys are in the Common Sense Theory movement with me. Some of you have recently locked in. Some of you guys are contemplating locking in. Some of you guys have locked in, haven't got started yet. And I just want to tell you that now is the time. Now is the time to go ahead and really just lock in your spot, right? You got awesome people, like so many of us, that are ready to take the time, hold you by the hand, give you the steps that's going to make you help you to be able to succeed. I even got one of my trainees on here, Miss Latoya Oxford. She just came into the business this week, and she's already made quite a few $100, right? And we say $100 a day, but really after about a week or two, you're actually looking at more than $100 a day. But we just like to scale it at about $100 a day, right? And she is a perfect example of what we promise in the Common Sense Theory system. So I really want to get my girl on here, Denise, and let me look for her again because I don't see her yet. Let me try to tag her again. Okay, I sent it to her. So we just waiting for her to get on. Let me see if I see her. Let's see. Hold on just 1 second. 1 second. So as we're waiting for Denise to get on, we just got off a live and everything. I was being interviewed as well. But one thing I want to point out about Denise is very health conscious. She is very health conscious. She is one of the people that I like to have a conversation with and kind of flip ideals back and forth about different health ideals and things like that. She would be as close to holistic as I would say a person is or could be. I know she desires to do gardening. So it's absolutely phenomenal. So we do have a lot in common. We have a lot to talk about. And it looks like we're about to be blessed with her presence because it looks like she is being added as we speak. As we speak. Let's go. I always get excited when I'm getting ready to bring a superstar on here, right? I just get excited. These interviews are actually pretty fun. We were just talking about how fun they were and why we hadn't been doing it before, but look who's here. Another superstar. Hey!
Connected! Yay! I had to rotate it this way to get it to connect. Then it told me to rotate it back
It's
to
all
get
good
it to...
here, right? That's all that matters.
Yes!
So look, Denise, I was just
Yes!
talking to him about, how health conscious you are and how we kind of, had conversations about stuff like that and how you have a garden. I have a garden. So we do kind of have a lot of, things in common as far as that is concerned. And if there was someone to really talk to about, being health conscious and different things like that, you would be the go-to person that I would pick up the phone and say, hey, girl, what you think about this? Because I know you probably done tried this. And even today, I just seen you posting about the purple sea moss. So I got my strawberry sea moss in the fridge. So you let me know how that purple is, and I'll let you know how that strawberry is. But
Look, you guys, I'm going to actually turn it over because I really want Denise to tell you about her story. She is really going to dive in and talk to you guys about, we talk often about people who are stay-at-home moms, people who are stay-at-home wives, things like that, people who work part-time. But I actually want you to be able to hear the flip side, something that a lot of you can relate to. Denise is actually a full time, not part time, not some of the time. She works full time, and she still has managed to earn over $65,000 this year in the common sense theory system. Give her some hearts and some likes because that is absolutely phenomenal. You guys, look, after you hear from her, there will be no excuses. We have covered everything. So there will be no excuses of why you should not lock arms and get started in the common sense theory system. Denise, take it away. Tell us your story, girl.
Woo! Well, first I want to say, hey everyone! Thank you, Miss Derica, for inviting me on to share my story. I truly appreciate you. Yes, we've had a couple things in common that we are learning here, and just it's been a pleasure to be around you. I appreciate how much you help and pour into us. Your motivational speeches, like they are the bomb. I got one of my team members in your boot camp, and she was feeling some type of way. I'm like, where is the boot camp that Derica did motivation? Because I heard that her first day was motivation. I'm gonna need you to go find that and listen to it again to pep yourself up, because I know Miss Derica talked the talk on there. So I poured into her some and sent her right back to her boot camp training. I'm like, get this done. Yes, so I appreciate you, listen, helping our entire team grow and develop. But just a little about me. I'm Denise Confer from Chi-Town. Thank you. Yes, you all show us some love. Listen, my phone doing something weird. Y'all show us some love and thanks for the comments. But I'm Chi-Town. I was born with health immune deficiency, so I couldn't drink milk as a baby. And like, how do you survive off milk without milk? My mother figured it out. Hence the green thumb. She has the greenest thumb ever. So by the way of me growing up with different health issues, we became more health conscious, where we had she cooked every day, and then we had fast food Fridays, and I found myself doing that, and I didn't know that until I started sharing my story, that I adapted my mother's patterns. I cooked every day and then do fast food Fridays. So that, excuse me, has helped me with managing my health, because I'm making it and I know what I'm putting in it, right? And then I get to grab some fresh herbs and things out of the garden to throw in there with it. But then I had my son, and he was born with allergies and all types of things. So I had to not only live the healthy life for me, but live the healthy life for someone else. Help that person become healthy. And not only just make him eat certain things, but teach him how the different things that he would eat would impact his body. So from that, I became a healthy lifestyle coach. Like, if I wasn't calling myself a coach, I was calling myself a motivator, because I've, through that, helped everyone, motivated everyone, always talking to someone about eating healthy, doing right, and just starting where you are. A lot of people will ask me, well, how do you do what you do? Well, I was born with different situations. So how I do what I do may not be how you are going to do what you do. So just helping that person along the process. And that's where I found this whole drink to shrink, I choose to live fit perfectly into my own personal goals, my own personal beliefs and values. I believe in the product. I value the product. We get a lot of questions about, what's in it, what's this, what's that. It's healthy. And then you making it a juice, a Kool-Aid. Listen, it's different levels to health. You have a version where you don't have to have anything. I tell people you don't need anything. But then we have a version where anybody can have it. The child that's used to eating chips and juice, that a certain age, they can have it. The adult that wants a pop with every meal, they can have it. And they'll feel comfortable replacing that pop and that juice with our drink to shrink. And now they're getting what I like to say, health with their burger, or health with their fries, So I'm transitioning one part of their health at a time. So we're going to get you on this to start helping you reduce, feel better, eliminate, and helping you not choose to have that, because when you
Mhm.
have it, oh, you're hurting again. So how about let's swap them out. Let's change it one step at a time, and let's commit to that healthy lifestyle change. So that's a little bit of why I'm here, why I so love the I Choose to Live family, because you all support and motivate us to do the things that we just love, love, love to do, and incorporate the business into it and make money full time. Woo! Yes, I work, but I still have that burning desire and that passion to help. And I guess that's where it's been easy for me to look back now from February and $65,000 later. I'm like, okay, where did that come from? I
Right.
was just helping people. So to be able to partner my helping
Mhm.
people with
Mhm.
making money,
Mhm.
woo! I am on my way to being
That
able
is
to fire my
phenomenal. Let
boss.
me ask you a
That
question,
part.
Denise. So, do you feel that, like, the things that you had to really adapt to growing up and being health conscious, and also to, for your son and having to adapt, well, you was really already kind of adapted because you had to deal with that lifestyle growing up. So, it probably was something easy for you just to kick in gear, like, okay, I got this, I can figure this out, a little bit of research, and I got it. But do you feel like that has helped you? Because I feel like, being a product of the product is definitely phenomenal, but definitely being health conscious and being able to, recommend things to your clients and even to your teammates and things like that. Do you feel like that has helped you along the way in your business? Because you look good, but you also feel good, right? And does that help you out?
Absolutely. So yes, it does. It helps me out a lot because I'm able to look. I have to read the instructions because of my life. I have to flip it to the back and read what's in it, not the instructions, the ingredients. I have to read what's in it. So now I'm a little more familiar with ingredients. I know what does what. I have I have all kind of books in here about different items, foods, herbs, and what they do and how they help you, home remedies. My mother believed in home. We really didn't have to go to the pharmacy because something in your
Right.
house that we could use to make it happen made it happen. So that has definitely helped me along the process in everything that we're doing, because I know, like for now, cold and flu season, the detox, the drink to shrink is phenomenal. Three of the herbs in there help fight against cold, cough, the mildew, the mold. So just knowing that, I'm able to help my customers and hey, share with the group. Hey, this is cold and flu season. Let's focus on these particular herbs so that people understand
Absolutely.
the benefits of drink to shrink. It's not just a juice, it's a
That's
detox.
wonderful. So talk to us a little bit about the fact that, you're obviously a busy person. Body and motion stays in motion. You work full time, you're managing your herbs, you cook every day except for fast food Fridays, which I think is phenomenal because we gotta have a day where we can just kind of let loose and binge, right? You have that day, you're a wife, you're a mother, and on top of that, you are working a common sense theory business. How do you manage it all?
So I have learned that you can't manage time, you can manage
Okay.
tasks. So, with that being said, I have learned how to break tasks down into blocks, and I'm still learning. I have not perfected it by any means. Let me just share with you all. My husband is the entrepreneur. My son is the entrepreneur. So, and they like my husband still works, and then my son, they forced him off his job due to COVID, but he still had his entrepreneurship. So I'm helping them down into a fashion where I can do some of everything in one day and not feel bad about not
Wow,
getting
that's
anything
amazing. I
done.
love it. I often tell my team, Denise, when you lay your head down on that pillow at night, I want you to ask yourself each and every day, Were you productive today? Did you give this day your all? Is there more that you could do? Or did you just give yourself an excuse? And because excuses will really put us in lack. Excuses will really have us missing out. So, it sounds like you have found a way to just kind of take and bite chunks off at a time. Let me not focus on everything I have to do and just focus on the task at hand. I love that. That is really a good way to
Mm-hmm.
put it actually, because you have so many people who their moms, their dads, they work full time. They have this healthy regimen they follow, or a crazy regimen they follow. They got young kids, middle-aged kids, old kids, whatever they got, and they just all over the place. So they think there's
Yes.
absolutely no way I could do this. But you are a living example of how you do it, how you manage it. You don't just sit and be like, oh, I got so much to do. You just say, okay, right now, at this moment, in the present, I'm going to focus on this, and I'm going to get this done, and then I'm going to focus on that. So
Absolutely.
you say you're still perfecting it, but it sounds like it's working for you. Is that
Mm-hmm.
fair to say?
Absolutely. Oh my goodness, it is working so wonderful. I have bought a
Uh-huh.
calendar, a task calendar, and I put it outside of my door, and I have a to-do list so my son and my
Uh-huh.
husband get some to-dos as well because I need your help. But my task calendar helps them understand what I need to do and how much I need to do so that they
Right.
respect my time. Okay, because sometimes your family, they don't, it's not that they're doing it with the intent of distracting you, but they want something from you, they need something from you, and they feel like they can come to you at any given moment because you're the family. But when I have this calendar outside of my door, they're looking like, okay, wait. My husband even called while we were in Atlanta. Hey, did you do your homework? I see you're in this challenge. Did you do your homework? I'm like, yeah, I did. Thanks, honey. So it's really helping everyone understand
Right.
the task at hand and be respectful of that task. Even myself, it'll keep me focused because I only have so
Mm.
much time to complete this task. So instead of saying, oh, yeah, let me help you, or oh, let me respond to this email. We
Mm-hmm.
got these pop ups and alerts coming. Oh, let me, no, move. I'm completing the task. Get out of the way. I'm completing the task. Let me focus because I have to finish this task within this certain amount of time
Wow.
so that I can move forward. So that has really,
That
really,
I love
it's
that. I
really been
love that. I
helpful.
may need to take on some of those principles, honey. And one thing I found too, Denise, that have really helped, because I
Yes,
have teenagers. My baby is 16. Is delegating. I've had to start delegating. Look, I need some help. I cannot do it all. I will not do it all. So I need you to take care of this, and then I'm gonna go over here and take care of this, because the more I'm able to focus on this, the better off things are going to be for you. So I've started delegating things out to them, but
absolutely.
I need to look into really focusing and putting a task board up so they can see what's on mom's agenda today. You see what I'm saying? I think that's wonderful. Now I really want to switch gears, okay? Because now I want to talk about the money. All right,
Okay.
I want to talk about the money. Tell me about the money. You have made $65,000. Look, a lot of people don't make that in an entire year, an entire year. But you have
Right.
managed to make what some people take 2 years to make. Talk to us about that. How does that feel? And what are you doing with it?
Woo! Yes! Get to the money!
I
So
love it.
it feels fabulous. I was in a former opportunity where I was told, hey, your story can change lives. Okay, cool, let's do it. So I'm in the business of helping people, and I'm just feeling stressed out because I'm helping, 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 and
Mhm.
I'm not seeing a lot of return. And I just feel like I'm just overwhelmed with tasks and doing stuff and
Uh-oh. Oh, there you are. Okay. Yeah, you're back.
I'm back. Am I back? Okay. Okay, I was trying to click end. I forgot did not put on my do not disturb because things are popping up. Those
Right.
distracting things, right? And I'm trying to get them out of my way so I can finish my task. But the money is just coming. Like, it was so hard to feel
Mhm.
and reach and see then. And when I started here, I didn't have any money in my bank account. So I started with you. So they signed me up, but I then went behind and bought my own package. And I wanted to get this huge package, and I'm like, no, no, I'm just going to get enough to get started, and I am
Mhm.
going to move from there. So I look back, and we come to Atlanta, and they're like, "Are you guys tracking what you're doing?" I'm like, "No." I never really needed to track. It wasn't anything to track. So you all, we had this phenomenal training, and the fearless leader, Miss Tanisha Graham, our seven-figure earner, had it all mapped out for us. It never missed an event. I had no idea that I was going to leave this event with a plan, with a three-step system to implement and make this thing
Right.
just take off. Like, I was at the front of the room with the small amounts by default because
Mhm.
I loved helping people. So I got the amount that she started us out with getting up there. But whew, when I came home and implemented the three-step system, it just changed for me. It changed so much that my husband and son are like, "What are you doing? What do you need me to do for you? How can I help you? Because what did you say you made this weekend? You did 3,000 in one weekend? Wait,
They
hold on.
love it.
What are you doing?" My husband said, "Yes." He started saying, "What kind of packs you running?" I'm like, "Health and
They
wellness packs."
love it. They love it.
They love it. Listen. I took my husband out of town. He's like, "This is the first year I did not have to go. The first time in a long time, not year.
Mhm.
It's been struggle, y'all. It was a little struggle with the recession, but he said this is the first time I didn't have to put in on the trip. I didn't have to. You paid this part, you paid that part. I paid for the
Oh,
entire
wow.
trip with him. He didn't, don't even touch your pockets. Put your hand back in your pocket. Nothing. You don't need anything. Now it's still COVID, so we didn't fly because we didn't want to have to quarantine. So we kind of drove and
Right, right.
did what we had to do. But he's like, "Okay, so here's my wish list. I want this coat I always wanted you to buy. I want the ring I always wanted you to buy." So he's really feeling what's happening in the movement for me. Like I told you all, he called me, "Are you doing your homework?" He's really buying
Mhm.
into this system. Before, he's like, "Oh, you're just wasting your time. What are you doing? Come help me in my business." I told you all I was helping him. He's like, "Come help me in my business. I can pay you much more than what you're making over there." But this time, he's like, "Go do it. Yeah, go do the work. Go
I
ahead,
love
get it
it.
done." And my son's like, "Did you do this? Did you do that? You need to do this. Make sure you do that." So they're all like pouring into me,
Mhm.
helping me as much as I've helped everyone because they see the fruits of my labor this time. We're saving to buy some land. It's a big ticket item. But my husband's like, "Hey, I know you got it. We
Right.
already there. I know you got it." It's just been wonderful being able to do. I brought my son to Las Vegas. Last minute popped up. Let's go.
Mhm.
You going to? We just gonna have
Mhm.
fun. He's coming to
You know my
Houston.
road dog gonna be
Yes,
there. She gonna be there. She
it's
don't
just
miss a trip. She don't miss a trip. She like,
yes.
"Mom, I had a finagle at the job, but I told them, can you please just give me this last trip? Cause she done gone on all of them except for Atlanta. You know that was just straight business. But and they was like,
Private.
okay, fine, Tierra, we'll go ahead and give you this last trip, but don't ask for more from no more trips for the rest of 2020. And she's like, well, it's the last month. I'll be good. Just let me go on this one, please. And it's just so I understand what you're
She said,
saying. The family they're watching, they love it, and they also love the benefits. And I'm just sitting here looking, at my children, and I'm like getting their little wish lists and stuff, for Christmas, and they're just like, okay, okay, so okay, this is how, yeah, we're good. And so it just makes me feel good. And I know it makes you feel good to be able to even have the option now. And now you have a goal, you're saving to buy some land. That's phenomenal. What you putting on that land?
"Ooh, it's gonna
Okay,
be a
okay, I can
secret.
respect it.
It's a secret. It's gonna make us
I
millionaires. So
love
just
it.
keep
I
praying
love
for
it. I love
us."
it. But guess what? The way that you're going to end up hitting a million with the shrink common sense theory, and then you're gonna turn around and be a double millionaire with this land over here. So Man, you must be talking about you gonna be getting on some yachts. We gonna be having some getaways and all kinds of stuff, right?
Yes, listen, I'm all ready for the
Absolutely.
party. Listen, work
Hmm.
and have fun. I'm trying to get Stanicia to do something here in Chi-Town. So yes, by that time
Okay,
I'll have
that's
us
what
a
I'm
yacht
talking
ready.
about. You
Hmm.
do the yacht, and
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and bring the DJ and the music and all that other stuff, and we'll just go ahead and just really just let loose and have a great time because we have really worked hard to help in building this, and God has just really brought us to a place of just really just gratitude. We're super grateful that where we're at right now. I know you're grateful. I'm grateful. I know everyone is grateful. Many of the other people are grateful that are in this movement. And Denise, I want to ask you, when you think about gratitude, and when you think about, the busy mom, the busy dad, the person who has unsureties, or just for whatever reason, maybe the fear, which we know that God is not the author of confusion. He doesn't give us the spirit of fear. So, what would you say to a person who is being suffocated by doubt and fear that we know is not from God? What would you say to them if they've been contemplating joining this movement?
What comes to my mind is
Mm,
let go and let God. Whatever's holding you back, whatever's causing that doubt and confusion in your mind, whatever's making you contemplate, do you deserve it? Are you worth it? Can you be successful? Is this for you? Can you really help anyone?
mhm,
Can I sell
mhm,
anything? Like whatever comes into your mind, let go and let God.
mhm,
I have a God can, and I use that to help me get past moments when I'm stuck. I use it to help me get past times when I'm worried and stressed out. I'll write it down, fold it up, stick it in this can that cannot be opened and not stuff in there because it's full, and let it go. And then make a decision to move on, to make a change because your past does not have to be your future. Today, you can make the decision to do something different. I always ask people, I ask everyone that's watching, everyone watching the replay, did you that
Uh-oh, come on back. Come on back. Y'all see how she's frozen right there? She's about to give y'all the business. Do you hear me? She's about to give y'all the business. She got that finger up and she about to give it to you. Let's hope that she's able to come back. Come on back, Denise. Come on back. Uh-oh. I think we might have lost her, you guys. Let me see if I can bring her back on. Let me see if I can bring her back on. Where's she at? Uh-oh, I think she may have shut down. Let me see. I hope her phone didn't. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, there we are. Yeah, look, you froze with your
can you?
finger up. Your finger
Oh,
up. I was
I am
like,
so
she's about to give y'all the business. I was
I
like, she about to give y'all the business.
did. Right. And then my husband called. He know when I had that finger out. Listen, listen, and I promise you, I'm so sorry, you all. I did not click do not disturb, and my phone has been blowing up. But what I was saying is that one thing, the finger was for one thing. One thing can change everything, and this could be that one thing for you. So don't just do it. I'm a person that loves to analyze, that loves to think
Me
things
too.
through, loves to
Hmm.
do research. I mentioned that already. If you want to do research, do it. But do it and move on. You got 5 seconds. Five, four, three, two, one. Research done, move on. We talked about tasks, times. If you want to research, write down 15 minutes. You get to research,
Hmm.
make your decision, and move on. That's it. Just make it happen because this thing is phenomenal. The only thing that you have to lose over here is a little bit of weight, a little bit of belly fat, a little bit of toxins, a little bit of something that's unhealthy inside of your body. That's the only thing you're going to lose when you come over here. So don't wait, don't hesitate. Quickly, suddenly, immediately,
Wow.
make the
Thank you
change
so
today.
much, Denise, for coming here today, for being agreeing for me to interview. I really appreciate it. I absolutely love you. I love your spirit. I'm not really a bubbly person, but your energy is just awesome. I love it. And that, I think that's what makes it all so beautiful, is that we're all so different. You know what I mean? But it's still wonderful that we're able to be ourselves. And you guys heard her. You heard her loud and clear. If you gotta research, I don't really know what you gotta research, because really the best way to find out is to just do it, right? But you guys, if you heard this, if something that Denise said resonated with you, go ahead and reach out to her and just say, show me the video, right? If something that I've said has resonated with you, then go ahead and reach out to me and just say, show me the video. And I do want to reiterate something as well, too, that you said earlier, Denise. A lot of us are in Facebook jail right now, so please inbox us, okay? Inbox us so we can show you
Yes,
the video,
yes.
okay? But if you want your Christmas to be brighter, if you want to bring in 2021 with a
Ooh,
powerful punch and do something different for yourself, just ask us, show me the video, and we will. That's it. All right, you guys.
absolutely.
Enjoy the rest of your football
Absolutely.
night. We will talk to you guys next time. Peace. Thank
Peace.
you.